South Africans, as you would expect, very disciplined early on. Haven't given the West Indies batsmen anything to score from. And Gale flicks it away. That's a lovely boundary. Just got enough room onto it. You wouldn't say that was a rank bad ball, but Gale played it beautifully down behind square for the first boundary of the innings. Over the top. Well, that's typical Chris Gale. Came down and smashed it back over mid-on.
Without standing to attention and hitting with power and authority. Here's a classic demonstration of it. He's on the march. Chris Gale, just a nice skip.
That's a great shot. 6. Straight over the bowler's head. That is a wonderful shot.
Very good length previously. Slow delivery that from Dawson, but a bit too full. Didn't have to use his feet to get down the pitch at him at all, Chris Gale. Very good shot, straight down the ground.
And he's got this one away too. This will be another boundary. 6 followed by 4, so the acceleration coming from the West Indies. And that's beautifully whipped away behind square, just straying onto the leg side. And Gale had seen a couple he left them, they were called wides. Oh, what a way to just a little loosener. And Chris Gale said, thank you very much.
Full swing of the bat, straight down the ground.
That's a beautiful shot. Well, Alan Donald, he's been taken to the cleaners. That's the 50. And what a way to bring it up. Again, beautifully timed. And Alan Dawson can't cut that off. So what a welcome to the crease for Alan Donald. He's gone 4, 4, 4 and a 2. So 14 off the over, 57 for no wicket.
Which should be a good score.
And he's whooped that one through. I don't think he's timed it to perfection. And for just skewing off the bat again. Every now and again, I think sometimes. And that could be out. Could be an inside edge. Yes, he's walking off. So Donald gets a revenge. He's really gone for a few runs. He's gone for 18. He hasn't finished his second, but he has got the first wicket. And that'll give him a lot of confidence.
Well, looking to score runs again, Chris Gale. A bit wide of off stump, but not as wide as he perhaps thought. He got an inside.
Got that through. It's beautifully played by Lara. It's got him off the mark in style.
Certainly did it in style, that high backlift, and punched it away.
It's in the air, but it's safe. And it's his second boundary. Oh, done it again. That is a good shot. That's a great shot. It wasn't a half volley, and there was a touch of width involved, but again the bottom hand comes in.
Straight bat, but all the same hits it along the ground, and also gets his placement right.
That's a good shot. That will go all the way.
And he's gone. Well, it's a super catch. Alan Donald out in the deep for a moment there. Thought this was going to have plain sailing.
But I think he was looking to hit a bit straighter down the ground. Didn't quite get close enough to the pitch to hit it straight down the ground. The ball just slicing out off the outer half of the bat. And Donald made good ground. Region of 270. That has now gone down to 245. Good shot. Need a few more of those.
Well, I think he could hear you, Michael Holding. Because
huge hit right over the straight long on position. That's a magnificent blow by Carl Hooper. Typical Hooper shot, clean hit way down the wicket.
Yeah, one of the best players of spin in world cricket, Carl Hooper. We've seen the deft sweep, now we see an almost effortless straight drive for 6. That's a beauty.
Outfield very fast here. and will go all the way. Herschel Gibbs is the quickest on the field.
And he's chipped it up in the air and just thank you very much. And that is a very soft dismissal at a time where they didn't need him to get out. If he was going to accelerate, he could have done that 15 overs ago. Now back on his way to the pavilion.
So Chandrapal's efforts virtually coming to naught here and getting out in this fashion.
That's very close. Oh yes, no time at all from umpire Venkat. And Sean Pollock follows up Dawson with a wicket and 2 in.
So not a great stride forward and just hitting him low, way down on that shin. And Sean Pollock had no doubt about.
There he goes, over the top. Immediately the man will be put back. I don't think he timed it to perfection, but it's the right idea, Sarwan, going straight over the bowler's head. Smashed it away. It's not in the most orthodox fashion, but it's got 4 for Wavell Hines. He's a dangerous type of player because he's not orthodox. That's in the air. And he's gone. Nice, simple catch. Judged it well. So Wavell Hines is on his way, and Alan Donald has got his second. 250 wickets in one-day internationals for Alan Donald. He'd be mighty pleased about that.
Yes, Wavell Hines, as soon as he seemed to be getting into touch, playing some good-looking shots, perishes, getting under it a little too much and caught out in the deep.
1 for 30. This is nicely timed as well. There's 4 more. Michael Holding and I were talking about before, you really have to get 240, 250.
4 boundaries. It's gone a long way. It's over the ropes at 6.
Yes. Yeah, well, he tried to throw it up in the air.
Smith was the man down by the boundary ropes. He went right over the boundary ropes, caught it, and then he realized he was. Found the gap, really, Jacobs. Found it well. This is a very good over for the West Indies.
Through a couple of sheds, Kellis. Nice little shimmy, he's bowled him. Went with the shimmy, Sarwan, and it hasn't paid off. He's lost his leg pole.
That's why he went that far across his off stump. But Jack Callis, excellent bowling, full in length, in line with the leg stump, and hit it.
And has he found the gap? He hasn't, he's gone. Straight down the skipper's throat. Again, a fuller delivery, and he shakes his head.
New batsman for the West Indies, Basbert Drakes, but he's off strike at the moment. Now Gamutu is the one on strike and hitting that 4 with boundary for the West Indies.
It's really for LBWs. It's smashed through the offside here. We've got 2 comfortably. No, this is tight. We're going to come upstairs again. There'll be more consultation here, Michael Holding.
You can tell whether the bat was over the line or not over the line. I have absolutely no problems with these referrals. I think on this occasion, Nagamutu might find himself a bit short.
Yes. He's come down, the dancing shoes on. Try and push for 2, it's never on. Happy with a single.
The West Indies 238 for 8 in 50 overs with 13 extras. It was a good start with Chris Gayle and Shivnaran Chanderpaul, but then if you just look at how many of those top players got into double figures, and not one of them went on to make a half century. Neither's bowlers. Pollock 1 for 34 in 10 overs, kept the brakes on early on. Dawson 1 for 51 in 10. Alan Donald 8 overs 2 for 44. Unusual for him not to complete his 10 overs. Callis bowled beautifully, 9 overs 2 for 41.
Mervyn Dillon. Decent pace. I think there was just a little bit of moisture around in this surface early on. No ball, picked up by Gibbs with disdain and flicked away for 4. It's first boundary of the innings, and it's come in emphatic style. Well bowled now, dragged it on leg stump, but Gibbs has gone. It's a loose stroke, and Dillon has struck early for the West Indies. That's just what they wanted.
playing outside the line, and that nipping back through the bat and pad gate, and Dillon
picked that up so early, hit it in front of square. Too short, and that'll run away for 4. No point chasing that. Might not have been timed quite well enough, but
that's a nice shot. Pierce the field, that's a boundary. Perfect drive to extra cover.
Built a bit like Matthew Hayden, not quite so good, but look at that nice cover drive. Whitehall going into the shot, perfectly into the gap. That's a very good shot.
Gone! Drakes gets a wicket in his first over back for the West Indies. Nondescript shot from Jack Callis, and South Africa lose their second wicket for 12.
Himself, just a nothing shot. It's one of those ones where you see at the beginning of play where the people are just giving each other catching practice, and that was just a lovely little edge.
Smith was dropped earlier. He's just dared this one behind point, and this will run away. Quick outfield, and you can't bowl that wide, Cal Hooper, I'm afraid.
A big sound down the leg side has been given. So that would be caught down the leg side by Ridley Jacobs. He had made up for that catch he dropped on the offside.
It's just nothing delivery. In fact, it's dismissal we call a bit of a strangle. He's glanced it nicely off the face. And then he was thinking about the stumping.
A bit too much room on this occasion. A bit too wide of the off stump. Both the Dippenaar taking advantage of that.
here's Nagamutu with his first ball.
And it's short, it's wide, it's 4. Bad start by Nagamutu. Short, outside the off stump, put away by Rhodes. Again short, again runs. Again a chase around, again 4. This is a very bad start by Nagamutu. And that's a fine shot. Fine shot. Collins didn't like it at all as soon as he released it. That'll go for 4. So that makes it 11 off the over.
That's what happens. Edged, and it'll go all the way, I'm sure. Very quick outfield. Now suddenly 3 singles and a 4.
Yes, come on. And that's nicely put away, and that's racing down for 4. And this is why the running between wickets has been so important. The odd boundary certainly putting them ahead.
Well, was that a no ball? Called a no ball, and Mervyn Dillon is livid.
That's his 50. Well played, Berta Dippenaar. 50 from 76 balls. Pulled away, too short again from Vasbert Drakes. And that emphatic pull stroke takes Jonty Rhodes to his half-century as well. That's clubbed away over mid-on this time. 1 bounce onto the rope. 4 more. Shake of the hand, punch of the gloves. Slapped away for 4. The discipline's starting to go from this West Indies bowling attack. Just spooned it up to mid-wicket. It's a simple catch. Nagamutu with a catch. Hooper does the trick. And
it's a very big wicket. Perhaps if that come a bit earlier, it certainly would have been a lot more influential towards the outcome.
Oh, 2 in 3. Dragged it on. So Rhodes has gone now, and that's a double blow for South Africa. That really is. 1 brings 2, made 61.
Well, we call it, I think, Walt. I think we said that Hooper should have been bowling, and now he's back in the attack. His very first over.
And he's going big here. All the way.
And that's gone a long way. That's a big hit by Mark Boucher. That's crucial. He's got leverage on that. It's gone a long way. And drops over the boundary for 6. That's a big one. Just fractionally short, so you can get under it.
Ball of a change of pace there. He's tried the slow one again. And I'm afraid there's only one place for it. Next back.
Bowled in, swinging right across the line. So Dillon gets his revenge. Disappointment on South African faces. Mark Pollock.
Well. Another twist in this match. Second match of the size.
Very near the off stump. That was extremely close to the off stump. In the air. It'll come on the first bounce. Only the one. Well bowled. In the air, back, it's gone for 6. Huge blow by Pollock. That reduces it now. First ball of the last over reduces it now to single figures.
Skipper Sean Pollock. Again, it's just a little bit too high a full toss from Merv Dillon. Trying to get the Yorker and spear it in there.
More runs here. Will be a couple. Reduces it now to 5 from 4. In the air. Fielder under it. And takes it. Not many fielders, not many cricketers would have wanted to have been under that one. First ball of the over, who knows what that'll do. Here it is.
What's that about fat ladies singing? Good catch.
Now, Boyer will be running down to the non-striker's end. Gets home. Reduces the target to 3 from 2 balls.
Castle.
In the air. A catch for someone there. Takes it. Lara's got it. Klusner goes. 1 ball remains. Nicky Boyer. They need 3 to win.
Well, just looking at that replay, Tony Cozier.
He's missed it. It's a wide. It's a leg side wide. It's a leg side wide. They had the opportunity of a run out. They've taken 2. The scores are tied. That's it. South Africa has won. Edge the third man for 4. South Africa have won off the last ball, and Merv Dillon hangs his head, and so do the West Indians. What a match we have had, finishing off the last ball with Dawson's outside edge, the third man for a boundary.
Dressing room, that South African dressing room, not a place for the faint-hearted. A brilliant final over, and Alan Dawson with the winning runs. It might have been an edge, but he steered South Africa through. So the West Indies, 238 for 8. It didn't look enough at the start, but the South Africans getting there off the last ball of the 49th over, and Jonty Rhodes with 61. The South Africans winning by 2 wickets.